All right, just getting ready to do my first ride of my brand new 2017 Polaris 570 Sportsman. But I wanted to do a quick review of this new ATV that I got here and go over some of the upgrades and some of the features that you get with it. Now, I sold a 2002 700 Polaris Sportsman that I absolutely love. That thing was a tank. It would go through anything, pull anything, do anything I wanted it to. That thing had some power to it. And when I was looking for a newer one, I wanted to stay with that size. However, when I started doing my research, I realized that, of course, they've made quite a bit of advances in technology on these things in the last 15 years, and now you get just as much power for the most part out of the 570s as you did with the older 700s. In fact, the 700 that I had was 2002 had 44.5 horsepower. This has 44, and you lose about 10 pounds of weight capacity on the front rack there, and about 10 pounds on the back rack, but that doesn't have anything to do necessarily with the power of the vehicle. It just has to do more with rack design. But really, when you're looking at horsepower, top speeds, towing capacity, it's right there with the 2002 700. So I fell in love with this thing immediately. Not only that, but it's quicker. You punch this thing and that front end comes off the ground. That never happened with that 700 before. But anyway, let me go over this real quick and just let me show you what I did. I made quite a few upgrades to this thing. First upgrade I made is just got the bar for the back rack. That does not come standard. Also got the rear bumper. Hopefully you can see that there. And then I also added the front bumper, which not only looks badass and cool, but you know, the composite plastic that Polaris has up front is tough, it's sturdy. I'm sure it'll go through just about anything. But if you're going to be going through brush and that, I just wanted this the bumper on the front here to take care of that and not have all my plastic get tore up should that happen. Also added 2,500 pound Polaris winch. And now that is one thing that I really missed on my 700. I did not have a winch on my 700. And you do not realize the value of a winch until you need a winch. That's all I'm saying. 900 pounds just about is tough to get out of mud if you're stuck. That's all I'm saying. So, in my opinion, that's worth every penny. Now, the best upgrade that I made to this four-wheeler is custom rims and tires. These rims are absolutely sick. So, they are red to match the Polaris red, and they match identical. These rims I bought online. They're no limit rims. And if you look, the silver rivets around the edge there came standard. But what I had added in, and actually the guy did this before I just fell in love with it when he showed me it. They engraved silver bullets into each of the spokes, which just looks absolutely cool. They're one-of-a-kind rims. These things are absolutely awesome. Also upgraded the tires to 26x9s in the front and 26x11s on the back. Now these new rims and those bigger tires give this thing a taller stance, a wider stance. It's about 52 inches wide, which is about 4 inches wider than the standard that come on this. But it just looks awesome. It gives it an aggressive look and just a fantastic custom look in my opinion. Other thing I really love about this, and my old Polaris did not have this, the newer Polarises, if you're familiar with them, you already know this, but all this storage up front here, it's sealed, so no water, no dust gets in here, but tons of storage up front, and little plugs down there in case some water gets in. So you can fill this thing with some ice and some beverages, or whatever you want, and drive around and drain it if you need to, or just put your first aid kit and whatever else you need in there. Also has some rear storage here. This is awesome as well. Again, it's sealed, dry. I can fit about half my arm in there, so you can carry a lot of stuff in there. And while we're at it, I'll give a shout out to the center I bought this from, D&J Cycle Center in Clayton, North Carolina. If you live anywhere in the area, these guys are top notch. It's a small shop, but I'll tell you what, I live in Garner, North Carolina. I have a huge dealership for Polaris about 10 minutes from my house. And I took my old 2002 in there about 3 years ago because there was something wrong with the clutch. And they told me it was going to cost $1,400 to repair it. I took that thing to D&J Cycle Center, and for $45 they replaced a spring and fixed it. Now you don't need to be a math genius to realize $1,400 is a lot more than $45. So from that point forward, D&J Cycle Center has had my business. And they will continue to have my business. They've never done me wrong. And they just steered me right, customizing this one right here. So that is it. Time to go out and get this thing dirty. It's probably the last time it'll be this clean. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a good day.